This is a bit of an unexpected project, but when I took the dishwasher out the other day so that I could clean and prep underneath it for tile, I discovered that the kitchen sink cabinet base is pretty badly damaged, both water damage and physical damage. The front face of it is coming off. Like, it's not even connected anymore. There's significant water damage to the inside of it. So because that sink cabinet base is damaged, we decided that before we finish the flooring, we're gonna take that cabinet out and install a new one. I was able to find one in stock that's a different color, but we're gonna paint the cabinets anyway. So this is gonna be, it's a ready to assemble cabinet. It's a shaker cabinet and it's gray. So I'm gonna pull this old cabinet out, install the new one, hopefully, and figure out how all that stuff goes together with the sink, under sink mount and all of that. First step of this project is going to be to get the dishwasher out again. We put it back so that we could use it over Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Today's Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Let's see how many more times I can say Thanksgiving. So let's get started on the dishwasher. So we have a whole home water filtration system installed in the garage. It is a carbon filter and a water softener. So we are going to just remove this reverse osmosis system and connect the filtered water directly to the RO system dispenser, as well as connect it to the refrigerator water supply. So I'll probably need to get a few connections to make that happen. But once I get this cabinet out, I'll be able to see a little bit better what all of the water connections underneath that I'll need are. I've already turned the water off at the water breaker panel, which is really nice to have, by the way. So I can turn water off to any faucet in the house individually without having to turn the water off to the whole house. So we've drained the sink. Sink faucet is empty. Now I'm going to shut off the valves at the back here, back at the sink, and then disconnect the hot water line to the dishwasher. Don't really care too much about water dripping since I'm going to be pulling this whole thing out anyway. But if I did, I'd put I'd put a bucket underneath this to catch any of the water that's dripping out. Should be loose enough to allow me to take it off. There we go. All right, so that is out. Next is the drain. Dishwasher drain comes up here. Because I took this off already yesterday, or the other day, when I put it back on, I didn't put the hose clamp on it because I knew it was going to be taken out again. So all I got to do is take the rubber boot off of the drain. There we go. And that is out. This appears to have quite a bit of water in it, so I am going to get that bucket real quick and empty that drain line. As long as I got most of it out, it should be good enough. Little drops are okay, but I'd prefer not to get water everywhere. All right, and the last thing is to unplug the dishwasher. All right, all my connections are out. And right back here is where everything goes through the cabinet for the dishwasher. I already took the mounting screws that hold the dishwasher to the cabinets out the other day, and I didn't reinstall them, so it should be ready to slide out. You want to be my camera woman then? Mm-hmm. Okay.
The dishwasher is dirty, but I did not run it. Do you want me to take things out?
No, that's fine. Well, everything's already disconnected, so I just gotta pull it out. There's your water supply line. I'm gonna try and empty this as much as I can into this little bucket by... Not a lot in there, which is good, but... Drain line. And that is also disconnected already. And I got some more water. You can see down here, this is all water damaged. All the way back down here, it's just rotted. The whole thing is just falling apart. So, beyond repair, somebody has tried, probably one of our, either the previous owner or the
handyman that was
handyman that was whatever. Anyway, it wasn't me, but somebody tried to reattach this with some drywall screws, and it probably worked for a little bit, but it ended up splitting the particle board of this cabinet. So it's just destroyed it, and you can see that by looking at the side.
So it is gone.
It's gone. All right.
Did you talk about the sink?
Not yet. So when this sink was installed, it's an undermount sink. It was done incorrectly, I believe. I'll show you. This sink, they have a mounting bracket that runs across the short edge of the sink on both sides. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go across the long edge to support it. But in any case, when we got the house, the sink was sagging in the middle. So when I went to go try to repair it, I discovered that they cut the cabinet down here, so there's nothing for any support to run on along the side. I did the best I could to support it, and I basically just built a little wood frame, which is apparently now no longer attached, to support the middle of the sink against the bottom of the cabinet, which is less than ideal. So I'm going to try and figure out how to mount this sink correctly. Most undermount sinks that I've seen have clips that attach to the underside of the granite and then flip underneath the sink. I have not been able to find any of those at the one store that I went to so far, but I'll keep looking to find the right way to install this Kohler sink. I'm going to take the garbage disposal out now so that I have more room to work. I need a bigger persuasion tool. All right, I got the sink out. You can see that when they installed the original cabinet, they cut this piece out, presumably so that they could have better access to this. And you can see the damage here. There's a screw right there, and there's one over here holding the cabinet in. So I'm going to take those out, and hopefully that'll free up the cabinet so I can pull it out. Okay, that's a square bit. I gotta grab another bit. Just gotta get this trim piece off. Hopefully, try not to damage this piece. Go down here. Perfect.
Ouch! Glad I have shoes on. Huh. Okay, good or bad?
Funny. They dropped one of these sink mounts down between the cabinet and this trim piece.
And left
And they
it?
just left it and grabbed another one and used that one instead.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were not good at their job. We'll just do that.
Why is that so funny?
That's not supposed to go like that. Oh man. I may need them to reattach. The way that they did this is there's some blocks that are behind here.
I can't see it.
No, you can't, but if you get down here, you can see it like this. There are some blocks of wood.
Okay.
Right here.
So they did put them across?
There's blocks of wood between the wall and the cabinet
Okay.
so that it doesn't move. And so that's what these big screws that I took out over here did. They attached the cabinet base to those wood blocks. What I'm trying to figure out is
I thought...
so it's right here is all that's attached. So I think what they did was, yeah, there's like a tongue and groove piece here that holds the back of the cabinet. Does that make sense?
Yes. What my question was, can you just, yeah, do that?
Yeah, I can do that. I shouldn't be able to do that. There we go.
It's so open. Okay. The new cabinet looks so good. All right. So, Jonah was able to get the other cabinet out, and now we are going to clean up and get ready for him to put the cabinet together, and then cut all the holes for it. Yeah. That's all the things, I think. Where'd it go?
This goes right here, and it covers the empty space that would be between the bottom of the cabinet and this area.
So we need to keep that piece.
Just so you couldn't see a gap here.
It's interesting. Oh my goodness, it's gonna look so good.
Alright, I need my pencil. Bam! Pencil.
What if
Cutting.
we're not able to make the color look the same color?
We'll be fine there.
There is like a teeny tiny bit of gray in this.
Cool.
Like right there. It's gonna look so good. It's so much more modern already.
The cabinet is in roughly the right spot.
Okay.
And I pushed it back as far as I could until it hit the first thing coming out of the wall, which is the drain clean out. And then I drew a circle around the drain clean out on the back. Now I'll pull this back out. And there will be a pencil circle
Right
there that I will need to cut out with a hole saw. I figured out why the previous builders did some of the things that they did, and I understand why they did them, but they're still dumb. Okay, this is as far left as I can push this cabinet because this trim piece, decorative, whatever, that piece is in the way. If you look at this, the inside edge of the cabinet is nearly flush with the opening of the sink. On this side, there's over an inch of room between the edge of the sink opening and the edge of the cabinet. So the cabinet is not centered under the sink opening. The two options I have are do the same thing that they did and cut out part of the edge of the cabinet so that the sink supports will fit, or I can trim about a ½ inch off of this piece, which will allow me to move the sink further left. So I'm going to try and do that right now.
Thank you for watching today's video. If you would like to support us, please subscribe to our channel and like this video.